Hi, Mency. Thank you for joining us. First, to get us started, why don't you tell us a little bit about OpsGuru? Just to get us started, tell us a little bit about the background of the company.
Yeah, sure. First, above all, it's a real pleasure to be here. So I'm happy to talk about OpsGuru. So OpsGuru is a cloud engineering group founded in 2017 in Tel Aviv. However, in 2019, we have moved our headquarters to Vancouver, BC, Canada. And that's when I joined as a co-founder. By the way, at present, I am the vice president of product at OpsGuru. A bit of background is that like all of the founders and co-founders are tech savvy. Some worked previously in HPC genomics, and some are actual open source project contributors. And we get a group together as we want to help our customers to focus on cloud native workloads, harnessing cloud native technologies to solve complex business challenges. And this, of course, includes application modernization, leveraging containers and serverless technologies, building cloud-native data platforms and scalable data pipelines to process data, and increasingly leaning more toward advanced machine learning and AI workflows.
That's
That
great.
said, that said, cloud-native workloads are only possible if the organization has got robust, scalable, and stable infrastructure. And that's why this is like our third practice. So altogether, we're working on infrastructure, application modernization, and data platform and data workflows. And the last bit is that we also provide managed cloud operations to provide 24/7 support to our customers, such that they can focus on accelerating and enhance their workloads in the cloud. Final bit is that how we subsequently grow our team on the cloud native practices. Our core focus on cloud native workloads has never changed. Our team is made up of highly skilled professionals who are dedicated to support our customers deploying and running their cloud workloads on AWS and achieving the strategic goals across various industries.
Awesome. Well, and it's great to hear all about OpsGuru, but
Mhm.
Mency, I'd like to hear a little bit about your background and what you do at OpsGuru as well.
Yeah, I think that at this point I'm going to start showing my age. The first time I worked on AWS as an end user and as an engineer was back in 2009. When I was working as an automation engineer, like working on DevOps pipelines, what is subsequently known as CI/CD. As an anecdote, my first application on AWS was actually a SaaS application on BI reporting. So this is like just a start a very auspicious relationship with AWS. Working as a hands-on engineer, after working as a hands-on engineer for a few years, in 2015, I transitioned to AWS consulting, such that I've got the opportunity to work with customers across the different industries on their particular business challenges and how to leverage cloud technologies to solve their problems.
Nice. So, and that's great. I love the story of how you guys got started. How did you
Mhm.
end out becoming a SaaS competency partner, though?
Um, I think it's almost like an organic growth first. Building SaaS applications on AWS just makes so much sense. AWS as a cloud platform is like built from the ground up with the building blocks and subsequently providing those building blocks. And this is such a great way for SaaS providers to emulate that, of using those building blocks to build increasingly complex and sophisticated applications from the general consumption. And in a way, as OpsGuru was like building up, we are in a very similar situation as our SaaS customers as well. The SaaS customers are trying to nurture their idea on AWS. Come to think about it, that was the same story with OpsGuru. As we're building an AWS-based businesses working with the SaaS customers, there is this a mutual goal of to thrive and grow on AWS, and that really works well for us. That said, if we focus on the SaaS competency simply aligns with OpsGuru's prowess. As mentioned a bit earlier, we focus on cloud native workloads, modern applications, and data workloads. And pursuing the AWS SaaS competency is simply a strategic move to allow us to align more closely with AWS. It is a validation of our deep technical expertise to support ISVs on their journey to become SaaS providers, and the competencies aligns perfectly with our foundational strengths with multi-tenant solutions and cloud-native technologies. Furthermore, the competencies confirms our readiness to build complex SaaS architectures, ensuring that we meet with AWS rigorous standards. The SaaS competencies, all in all, accelerate OpsGuru's growth as a partner on AWS. And as mentioned already, we work well with SaaS providers because of similar trajectories. At the end of the day, AWS is a platform that is great for builders, and our SaaS partners, our SaaS customers, and OpsGuru ourselves, we're all builders and innovators sharing the same journey and wanting to innovate and deliver solutions on AWS.
Amazing. I love hearing all about the different areas of expertise that OpsGuru has. Is there any specific area of expertise that you think sets OpsGuru apart?
I think it's a fairly similar story about the fact that we are a cloud native first consulting partner because our specialized focus on cloud native technologies and our deep commitment to security and operational excellence. Furthermore, in terms of SaaS is such a lovely, complete problem. So sure, on the back end, you have the technology, you have to think about security, the connectivity, your architecture, how to deal with data and such. But because of the nature of SaaS, you've got such close relationship and interaction with your end users, such that you know exactly how they are leveraging the SaaS applications. So in terms of the completeness, it's a really great amalgamation of the technology, of the business problems, and once again about the security and connectivities. All those disciplines merged together truly amplify the cloud native nature and why cloud native is such a great way to run a business.
Now, we do see sometimes when you're building SaaS, a certain alignment around industries or specific practices. Have these cloud native practices that you've undertaken as OpsGuru led you to certain industry expertise or certain industries you tend to work with a lot?
Yeah, I think that it's important to go a bit into our history. So because we are cloud native technology first, at the very beginning, we might not have been focusing on a particular industry. However, as we grow, there is this maybe a bit of word of mouth and a flywheel effect. Increasingly, our SaaS practice is focusing on the health tech industry, just because it's a bit of timing, it's about the environment and a lot of great ideas in the health tech sector that is going around, and such that we've got a lot more opportunities to focus on health tech, understand the particular problem set and the nuances within this industry. So the long story short is that, yes, these days we are very much focusing on health tech around our SaaS offering.
So can you talk us through the process of what it looks like when OpsGuru first engages with a new health tech customer?
I think in terms of the health tech industry, first we have to be aware of the particular challenges they are facing. Speaking the same language is so important regardless of which industry you go to, and specifically for health tech. For health tech, the first and the foremost is actually around the security, privacy of the data as well. So we tend to first look into the exact security and privacy requirements associated with the health tech SaaS provider, including those stringent security and compliance requirements about the particular geographies and jurisdictions in which they work. And this also help us to set ourselves apart in the SaaS space. And as we're talking about health tech, the impact is very significant because you are directly contributing to patient's care and patient's journey. And that's why another part is on the awareness of risk, how to deal with risk, how do you mitigate risk, manage the risk, or even transfer the risks. So having that understanding definitely helps us to set ourselves in the right footing with the health tech SaaS providers.
Nice. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that you guys are the only SaaS competency partner that's based in Canada. What are some of the important things for that in terms of your Canadian customers and why that's important?
Um, we first, like, above all, we're really proud to be the only Canada-based AWS SaaS competency partner. I think we are successful because we have a lot of the nuanced understanding of the local compliance and regulatory expectations. First and above all, Canada is a very interesting environment. Sure, we are very geographically close to the US and culturally speaking, very close as well. But Canada is unique because we are extraordinarily diverse of the people of different backgrounds and that basically is a mosaic culture. And this offers us a great environment for innovators. All those ideas clash with each other and help and this really supports and nurtures innovations. As there are like different innovators across the country, we're able to apply our local expertise to help to support all these ideas, how to nurture them and grow them on AWS, which has been really extraordinary. With all the like great ideas out there, I think that OpsGuru have been in a unique and advantageous positions to help our customers leveraging technologies to help them design and deploy onto the cloud using those design and operational best practices as we know on AWS. And once again, being in Canada means that we have got a great understanding of the local, on the federal level, on the provincial level, and even on the municipal level, the different legislations, how data privacy is looked at, and what are the upcoming changes and challenges from the local perspectives.
Great. I assume you also work with customers in the US as well, though.
100% that's the case. Now, while it is true that we have grown our practice, our business in Canada, there is a lot of like shareable stories and transferable expertise that is applicable to the US as well, particularly for mid-sized and startup businesses who are looking for partners who can boost them into an AWS best practice solution such that they can accelerate their growth of their SaaS businesses. And I think one thing is that regardless of the geographies you're talking about, customers are looking for partners who are pragmatic, outcome and result driven. And OpsGuru has a strong track record of delivering visible values and the great solutions onto the cloud platform. And once again, we have got the strong technical expertise in designing and implementing solutions. And I reckon that our offering of the managed services, providing the 24/7 support, is also something that the customers are very interested in as well. As they now that they can find a partner who offer them this equivalent of one-stop shop experience from the starting, the inception of the product to the implementation and growth of the product to the eventual operations and continuous improvement and enhancements of their offer.
Perfect. Now, looking forward, what else do you see emerging as a practice for OpsGuru in coming into the next year and into the future?
Yeah. I think it's like all industries and certainly around on AWS and then consulting industries as well, we are all looking at AI or generative AI in particular at this like time and age. And OpsGuru certainly has been investing into that. And particularly in the focus of SaaS, we are hearing like from our customers that basically everyone is like mandated to look into AI, look into Gen AI to see how they can incorporate the technology in their SaaS offerings. And as a result, and also as part of our thought leadership, we are growing into that practice as well to understand the intricacies of AIs and helping our customers to identify where AI makes sense in their business and in their workflow to provide some actual value for our customers. But if I'm allowed to like go further into that, about everyone is talking about AI what really sets OpsGuru apart in the AI business, right? I think what sets us apart is our approach. Sure, the AI technology is extraordinarily interesting. And from a technologist point of view, we're all interested in tackling it into like getting more experience into it. But instead of jumping right into it, we want to take a more pragmatic approach, focus on what works and what doesn't for my clients. More importantly, what makes sense versus not. Incorporating technology is one thing, but actually having the right narrative and understand where the value is enhanced is even more important. Kind of building on our principle around cloud native technology and our expertise on health tech together. We are definitely not afraid to experiment and innovate. But at the same time, we have to manage the risks. We have to be aware of the risks. And we definitely don't go for let's break things and ask for forgiveness later. Rather, we take a very mindful approach, being careful, being intended, take only calculated risks in such that we can iterate fast and see the results and adjust and grow as needed. And final point is, I think our goal with AI is very clear. We focus on where AI makes sense and where it provides value. Whether it's about automating repetitive tasks, improving decision-making processes, or enhancing customer experiences with hyper-personalization, we work closely with our customers to identify where AI actually brings tangible benefits, such that the solutions are practical and aligned with our customers' needs. And final point about AI is that it's not just about deploying AI or Gen AI, but it's about deploying responsible AI and Gen AI. A lot of people are talking about ethical AI at this point, but rather than just like talk about it, we really want to make sure that we work with our customers to understand what fairness, accountability, transparency, data privacy, and non-maleficence actually mean to our customers before we go ahead with the implementation of our solutions.
Great. That was an awesome answer. I wasn't expecting quite so detailed an answer in terms of your Gen AI strategy. So it's really interesting to hear. I'm really looking forward to see what's coming out of OpsGuru in the near future in terms of Gen AI. And of course, seeing you grow as a SaaS competency partner. Menzi, it was great having you on. Thank you so much for joining us.
That has been a lovely chat with you. Thank you so much, Bill.
Take care. Thanks.
Take care.